opinions expressed on this podcast are solely those of the individuals involved and do not necessarily reflect the views of the podcast host, its sponsors, or any affiliate organizations. The information provided on this podcast is for general information purposes only and should not be considered as professional advice. Listeners are advised to consult with professionals in relevant fields regarding their specific situation. The podcast host and its affiliates shall not be held responsible for any action taken or not taken based on the information provided on this podcast. Hey, I appreciate y'all for tuning in to the Concept Podcast. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend.
And hit that bell.
Hit that bell. Tell somebody you love them too. Today we got two unseen faces. Hopefully, if I can get the short one, some get right, she can come with the kid a little bit more on the concept. But we're gonna let our special guests introduce themselves.
Hey y'all, I'm Simone Chantel, content creator, singer, dancer, denim creator, all of that. What's up?
Type it.
Type shit.
Period. I'm Jasmine Murray. Hey y'all, the Jazzy Avenue on Instagram.
Period.
Yeah, singer, dancer, creator, all the things.
All the
We do
things.
it all. over
Y'all
here.
finna inspire me to start tap dancing.
Go ahead.
You should.
I ain't finna do that.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, so where I was going with that. I was trying to get a halftime performance, you know what I'm saying? Hey, how would y'all feel about having a live little performance halfway through it? You know what I'm saying? Sometime, not this time, but
Not this
sometime.
not this time.
You know what I'm saying? Because they say they can sing and stuff. You know, we can have a little,
Let's put it to the test.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? But how was y'all week? How y'all doing mentally? We like to do wellness checks. How y'all doing?
My week was great. It's been great so far. No complaints. I'm just keeping my mind on the Lord.
Like,
So no, mental check though. I'm good. Yeah.
I'm finally good, y'all.
Finally.
finally.
Y'all, it's been rough. Okay?
It's a long road.
It's been rough, but I am in a great place right now. So mentally, I'm fine right now. I'm doing fine. Okay.
We love it. We love to hear it. You know,
Y'all.
hey, I'm on the up. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, up and up.
I can't. My high don't come down, so
I know
I
that's
just try to find the positive in everything I do anyway. So you'll never see Free upset. I cry alone. But
Period.
yeah, Tay, how you doing, man?
Man, hey, another day closer to baby girl being here. I'm glad for this consistency because every episode that y'all see, probably about the next one, she'll finally be here. So outside of that, I'm amazing.
So you about to be a daddy.
I am.
Welcome to the parental neighborhood.
Yes.
Never thought I'd be here this early, but I'm here.
Hey,
I'm here.
it's big.
For sure.
Happens.
It do.
And when it happens.
Dude, ain't got no choice but to get ready.
Choice, okay.
All right, y'all. So we just gonna jump straight into the conversation.
Ooh.
I had been getting a lot of eyes talking about when we're gonna talk about women being promiscuous. So before we jump into the rabbit hole, I'm just gonna ask y'all: in what ways do your personal values and beliefs shape your choices or how you carry yourself as a woman?
Go ahead, Bestie. Take this one.
I feel like it's more than how you're brought up. In my experience, I've seen people that have been brought up in the same household that end up completely different. So I do think that it all boils down to your actual morals and values.
Jump into it. What completely different? How?
Like, I mean, I know some people that are outside. They outside.
Outside?
And then people that know them or people that are close to them are completely not. Like very much inside.
Inside, like what?
I was
Specify.
gonna say, what's the difference between
Outside, okay, busting it wide open for everybody. You could,
Okay.
you know, if we're
Okay.
just going there. But then, like, you have people that are the complete opposite. Like, yeah, no,
Wholesome.
let's go on a date first. Let's go. I mean, what are you trying to do?
Yeah, at least you got
You never thought I was finna come over and bust anything open, because who you think I am?
You know that
Yeah.
we could appreciate that. You know, as a man, you know, I like a morally sound woman. But how you feel about it?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I grew up in a household where it's literally just me and my brother, so I didn't really have any other females besides my mom to kind of like bounce things off of. But my viewpoint now at 31 is totally different than what it was when I was in high school and in college. I feel like after I experienced my first heartbreak, I was going through a phase of like, look, I'm just gonna live my life. I'm gonna live my life and have fun. And now looking back on that, although I don't regret some of the decisions I made, I can see how a lot of what I was raised to believe in, I kind of strayed away from for a while I was trying to find myself.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I know who I am and I know what I want, I know what my desires are, I know what my foundation is, which I mean, I love the Lord, so I'm trying my best to stay in line with that the best way that I can. But now that I know all of those things now, it's easier for me to be like, no, I'm good. Like I have these boundaries, I have these standards that have been set, and I've been married before.
Okay.
So, like I've experienced all facets of it, I feel like. Now that I am no longer married, it's just like, no, I don't have time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have time to just be outside buzzing it wide open, or just having a good time. Yeah, dibbling and dabbling.
We're done with that.
Don't have time for that. My standards are a lot higher.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you, could you walk me through how you would communicate that to a man that was actively pursuing you?
My standards.
Yeah.
I think it's as simple as like, look, these are my beliefs. I don't think that you should wait a long time to do that because why waste anybody else's time? If he has a certain idea that he wants to come out of this and I have a certain idea and those ideas don't align, like there's no sense in us wasting time with each other. But at the same time, I don't also have to be a drill sergeant about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? If we're hanging and we're cool and we're getting to know each other, that's just what that is. It's, hey, this is where I'm at. I'm not looking for sex. I'm abstinent right now, which is true.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
In like most people say in 1, 2, or 3 days. And in the first 3 dates, what date are you saying this is what my standards are?
I'm saying it between date 1 and 2. I'm just putting it out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
To go ahead and start. Because I would hate for us to continue on to date 2 and 3, and then it's like,
You think we going home?
you think we're going home, and that's not the case. I want you to know from the beginning, we're not going home. Like, that's not even an option. That's not what we're gonna do.
Type shit.
So let's just keep it a bug from the beginning. Why prolong it?
Mhm.
How you feel about that, Simone?
I'm the same way. I post about it all the time now because don't even come in my DMs. You're going to be very disappointed. I am telling people from the rip. I literally, ever since I've made the choice to become abstinent back in November, and I tell you, our phone has become dry. And I'm like, oh, okay. So we know what you were here for. Like, I'm having people texting me, and I will literally text back, I'm not having sex and I'm not smoking. So what's up? What you want to do? What are you here for?
Yeah.
Do you think what's the in a woman's sexual, but in her sexuality, how do you think social media shaped it for like men to ultimately think, hey, when I see a cute girl, I should pursue her sexually? Is it like the way, like your dress code, how you carry yourself? Like, it's godly women that ultimately be like, what's that? If I
Yeah.
want to, you know what I'm saying? So like, how do y'all feel social media plays a role into that?
I feel like I think my issue with the whole social media thing is nobody is portraying their true selves. Everybody is putting out what they want people to think about them. Nobody's really like, okay, I know people personally that if you look at their Instagram, you would think they was the safest person ever.
Mhm.
And then you see them out at the club at live music and they is doing the
Come on,
complete
it's wild.
opposite. I mean, they is outside, like keeping up mess. They
Yeah.
looking at for every dude. The show is over and they looking for the drummer. Like,
Mhm.
so it really boils down to social media is just fake. And
Just
you
'cause
really
she got
gotta
a
reach
scripture in
out.
her bio.
Yeah.
I
mean,
I
she
know
follow
people
God.
personally that have scriptures in their bio, scriptures on every caption,
Mhm.
and will come and mess up your family.
Facts.
Mary, messing with Mary.
We-
And it's tough because on the flip side, from I think a male's perspective, most of the time, if they see a woman that's dressed, scandalously and barely has clothes on and all of that, it's like I don't think anybody automatically thinks like, oh, but she may be a really nice girl. Like she may
No.
be, like on the flip side of that, it's like you can't come with that same energy. It's easier to hide, unfortunately, when it is somebody that looks well put together
Okay.
and has a scripture in the bio and all of that. It's real easy. Until you meet the person for who they are. But on the flip side, what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So we gonna curve that into like, how do you perceive the difference between sexual liberation and promiscuity? Do you think either one of them is mischaracterized in our society today?
mischaracterized, not sure, but I will say that it is all based upon a person's foundational beliefs
Mm-hmm.
and morals at the end of the day. Everybody's different. Everybody their baseline is different, so for one person that may think, oh, this is my body, women empowerment, like I should be able to dress how I want to dress. I should be able to do all of these different things, and still get respect, which is true.
Mm-hmm.
We all are afforded respect. We should give respect. Unfortunately, in society, it doesn't always work that way.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I think it just really depends on a person's foundational beliefs in their morals and values when it comes to that type of stuff. What do you think? Because I mean, if you're out here busting it open, you're busting it open.
You are. I mean,
there is. I mean,
have a
that's just what
time.
it is. We have to call things what they are, and I think a lot of times, us as women, and I love my women to death, but I feel like a lot of times we take shortcuts and we don't call things what they actually are.
we try to sugarcoat things,
Yeah.
make things sound good.
Yeah.
Like if you're a hoe, you're a hoe.
They go back to the A word that they don't like.
Accountability.
Accountability.
Like be real with yourself.
And it's on both sides for sure, but just speaking
On
about-
women.
on women, and from my point of view, I just feel like a lot of times we are not as accountable as we would like to hold men. So
Yeah, because when it come to men, we you said this and you said that. Just be real. Okay, you be
Mhm.
real.
mm-hmm,
Be real about yourself.
mm-hmm.
Because where was you at yesterday? Why
Me and
you
my
talking to
wife
him?
was having a conversation the other day, and I told her like half of women come with this level, like a certain level of delusion
Yeah,
when they say whatever they saying,
yeah.
and it's wild to me.
No, that's true. That is true.
I agree.
What was that? Nah, we good. It's all good. Oh, okay. But yeah, so what I would being in a relationship and being out the relationship, since like you said you was married
Mhm.
and you
Very much single.
you obviously been in a relationship before.
Yes,
Yeah.
very, yeah.
How would you differentiate like your actions towards a man in a relationship and then when you're not in one? Like, how can I put this? Like, what's your role in it?
In what way?
In a
It
relationship?
depends. In a relationship or a marriage? Like what? 'Cause-
We can get into the marriage, but let's speak relationship basis first.
okay.
Like what's your role in what way?
Yeah, like
I guess as a
What's the
woman, what role do you play?
yeah? What's the talking phase to you? What
Okay.
is it? Is it courting you or dating you when you're trying to pursue something serious with a person? And then, as a woman, where do you fall in place in letting a man
Mm.
run you?
This is a good one. This is a good one. Okay, so I'm gonna just talk on recent experience. So I know before I went through this change that I'm going through spiritually or whatever, I pretty much would just be texting and entertaining whoever. Like, I wouldn't say whoever, but if I like two dudes, I'm talking to two dudes.
Okay.
And it was just like, you know, I used to be very delusional. I used to be very much, if I like you, okay, I'm in my head like, okay, we're gonna get and she knows. I'd be like, I love him.
I'm doing everything.
I love him.
Whatever he
that. I'm
Yeah.
cooking. I'm doing all the things that, like, girl, you'll never be wifey because you're doing wifey things now. And he's like, okay, well, I got everything I need.
Yeah.
You don't need to do anything else.
Yeah.
But now I'm very intentional in dating. I literally just said on my story today, do not come my way if you're not trying to be intentional. I have had too many people this week ask me, when we gonna go out? When we gonna... If I know that you're not about anything, please don't waste my time. I'm just not for it. So the talking stage used to be like, oh, I like this person. We just texting back and forth. We might go out to eat. We gonna go to the house and chill. But for now, my talking stage is, okay, we're going on dates. It ain't no come to my... You're not finna come to my house. I'm not going to your house. We're going on dates. You're gonna intentionally date me and show me that you're interested in me. From there, if you want to start like in exclusively dating, we can do that too. You tell me that I'm with you. I'm telling you that you with me, and then that's what it is.
So can I?
Yeah, go ahead.
So do you believe? Like, what's your viewpoint on like, oh, we're getting in a relationship versus we're dating and into marriage? Like, do you believe in like still being in a relationship with the person, or do you feel like, oh, I'm gonna date them, and if this is for marriage, then we going to marriage next? Like, we're not.
So, and I know why you asked it.
Yeah.
So I am very much a boyfriend girlfriend type of person.
Okay.
Even at this age, I want you to meet my family. I want you to be around my sisters. I want you to, be around my family because that's important to me. So I am going to go through the whole boyfriend, girlfriend stage. And it don't really matter how long to me.
So what I would ask is, I like where y'all going. I just want to, because we're going past what I want to ask.
Okay.
In the delusion part of it, when you were saying you would do wifely things for a boyfriend, do you not feel as though if that man is intentional, that's what you should be doing? Part two of that question would be like, how would you, like, what would be your expectation from the man as being in that dating role? How would you want him to acknowledge you as his girl, his woman, his wife, future wife, or whatever? Like, how would you feel in that scenario?
Can I add a part 3 to that?
Go ahead.
Why?
I got ADHD, y'all.
I mean,
Y'all
come on.
can't give me but a little bit at a time.
I'll wait.
So as far as, okay, part one of the question was what?
In those, like you said,
In the delusion.
in the delusion, why do you feel like it's delusion when I feel like you should carry yourself that way in that manner with a man that is showing that he has the intent to date you seriously and be potential further in relationship?
Yeah, I do feel like in that sense, I'm going to reciprocate energy. So if you're showing up, if you're getting in my car and see I need gas and just doing, hey, let's stop at the gas station. If you happen to come to my house, oh, let's go to the grocery. Like, if you're doing those type of things, I don't mind doing anything for you because you're doing for me. I don't mind reciprocating that. But at the same time, if you're not showing me anything, I'm just here to chill, you on my couch chilling, watching TV, and you think I'm finna start cooking? No.
I know y'all spiritual. Look, I'm the controversy.
No, good.
So, he who finds a wife finds a good thing.
That's what the word said.
Do you bring your
What do you mean?
production got
I
something to
was
say?
a wife. Yes.
So muted like mud. So my thing is, what if y'all okay? So you had said something like about him not being right. What if you meet somebody at their wrong time, and like, but they could be the one for you, but yet like you maybe didn't. Let's say you gave it a chance, but you didn't give it a chance. If that makes sense.
This is funny.
It's real funny.
So I believe in that. I feel like some people might be in your life at the wrong time, and they might be the right person. But I can only stick with something for so long. I can't force anything. If I feel like I'm forcing it, because I've done that before, where somebody might not have been where I want them to be. I'm not always where I want to be. I'm just now getting where I want to be right now. So I'm very understanding. Oh, if somebody down on their luck, or if somebody going through a rough time, I'm cool with that. We all go through that. But I'm not gonna base how you're doing off of how I feel about you. I've been with people, y'all. I done been sleeping in a high rise on the floor because I love somebody. I don't care about none of that. If I love you, I love you. That's it. If I care about you, I care about you. I don't care what you got, what you don't have.
So really, just how you feel with a person.
Yeah,
If
it's
they make you feel good, like you pretty much can ride with it.
yeah. But I'm also, I think because of those instances, I was also doing those things for people who in the end didn't feel the same way that I felt about them. So I was riding for somebody who, when the tables turned, they went ghost. So those kind of situations will damage a woman, honestly. And I'm just now getting out of that, where I'm like, oh, I don't trust none of you niggas. I love this man. Damn, I'm sleeping on the floor.
All right, let's say the shoes are turned though. So let's say like you the breadwinner, and like like he coming in with like I said, like say he just so messed, not even just so messed up, just a little off, off a little bit, because he not where he want to be, or so like the energy kind of be bad, especially with us males. Like when we in a bad spot, it shows, it reflects. Like our energy and everything that comes off just a little bit more aggressive, or just not in the right spot. So it's just like how can I ask you this? That's the question I'm trying to get, like I just lost it. Dang, that's my bad. That's my homecoming. It's gonna come back to me, but
Okay.
yeah.
I know for me, I'm a little different now. I am, and I think it's just because I've been married before, and I don't. I'm a big believer now in my life that if you are not 100% whole in yourself, like as a person on either side, you shouldn't even be trying to talk to anybody.
Yeah.
Like you shouldn't even be trying to put yourself in a predicament to date or any of those things, because I just think it brings too many other situations a part of it that shouldn't necessarily be a part of it, especially in the beginning.
Unnecessary. issues.
Unnecessary issues that shouldn't be there.
Can you
If it is
further
your
elaborate?
yeah. So if you are still trying to get your stuff off the ground, male or female, like if you still have parts of yourself that you feel like you're still working on, and it could be emotionally, it could be financially, it could be any of those things. I just feel like right now for me, it's important for me to make sure that I'm at a place where I'm whole by myself, and whatever whole is for you as a
Right.
person, it's going to be different for different people. But for me, like, I want to make sure that I got money. I want to make sure that and it doesn't have to be an abundance of money, but I want to make sure that I'm at a place that I'm stable as a woman.
Take care of yourself.
Take care of myself. I want to make sure that mentally and emotionally I'm still not walking around with like trauma from my previous situation, whatever that trauma could be. So that's what I mean by working on those areas of your life before you even enter the dating ring. Because now what you're doing is when you enter it in and you're not there, you're not whole for whatever whole is for you. Now you coming in expecting this other person almost to pick up in those areas that really was supposed to be you working on you. And so that's what I mean by that. Now, I think where you were going, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, if you are with somebody and y'all were that, and then they hit like a rough patch or something is happening in their life or something like that, like, yeah, obviously I would want to stick with you. I would want to work with you. Like,
Mhm.
if I know that you're actually trying to better the situation as
For
well.
sure.
But in the beginning, absolutely not. No, like I
Don't come with potential.
don't.
You already
Yeah,
potential.
yeah, and it doesn't have to be like I said. It doesn't have to be perfect. Nobody's perfect, but you should already have your goals. You should already have everything kind of working in motion and all of that
At this big age.
at this
Okay,
big
so
age.
the part 3 to what I was gonna
Okay.
get to.
Okay.
Why is it that y'all feel that, and I'm speaking from a
Mhm.
man's side of it, why
Mhm.
does the man have to prove the entire relationship?
I don't feel
Mm-mm.
that. I feel like what I said was based off of both people. Like, I feel like a woman shouldn't even come into a situation and try to date. Because I think
Exactly.
sometimes women come in and they expect the men to fill in all of the blanks.
Like, no, yeah.
No, and a lot of that work was work that you were supposed to work on individually, like yourself. You should come to the table. Oh, I hate the table.
The table is a real thing.
Oh, I hate the table
Oh, we hate the table.
reference.
2 people got 4 legs, and so do a table.
Jesus, because no, the table thing has just across social media, and
Every
society, the table is
It take 4 legs to hold up a table. Is the way I see it.
my God, I just want to eat dinner at the table. That's it.
Let
But
me
you know,
let me caveat this. From a woman's perspective, we have yet to have a woman's perspective on the expectation of what a man should be doing for her and courting her and being her man, husband, father to the kids. What does a man look like from the woman's perspective?
You want to take that?
Bash them, crash them, praise them, raise them. We can do it all.
you can start.
It's a safe space.
In my mind, because of the man that I was raised by, and if anybody know my past relationships, they don't exist. We're talking about today. Going off of what my daddy has shown me, and this is what I expect now. I expect a man I don't want to be with anybody that's not going to protect me. If something pop off, if I'm anywhere, I should be your main priority to make sure that I'm safe. That's my number one thing. Make sure I'm good at all times. I don't expect you to just come monetarily just, oh, I got this and I got that, because that's not your responsibility. Not in the beginning. When you first get to know somebody, I'm not a city girl. I'm not finna. I mean, what bill can you pay today? You're a grown woman. Pay your own bills.
Yeah.
But what I do expect is, if you see I'm lacking in something, and you call yourself, oh, I'm your man, then pick up where the slack is. And it's not that I'm expecting it, but I mean, it's nice to, if I'm, like I said, if I'm riding around and if we in the car and you see my gas low, hey, stop at the gas station. I'm finna fill your car up. Or if my car dirty, girl, this car look a mess. I'm finna go take it to get washed. Stuff like that. Little stuff. Not like, I don't expect you to pay a light bill. I don't expect you to pay my rent this month. If you're, and then because I have a daughter, if you're expecting to get something out of me, you must know that I come with a child. There's no, oh, I'm daddy you, and I don't really know if I want to be a stepdaddy. Okay, well, you don't really want to be with me because I have a daughter. There's no way that you're going to be in a whole relationship with me and not know who my child is or be around my child. So those are the things that I look for. Somebody who I know can make sure that I'm straight, make sure that my child is straight, and is not going to see me lacking in something and parade themselves around with stuff that I don't have. Like, oh, it's cool.
Can I got a question. So in that, is he the helpmate or are you the helpmate? Would you be biased as to which a man carries himself in the capacity that he can, or are you expecting the potential of the man in the capacity as he carrying himself? So, like, are you expecting a greater capacity in which a man's walking currently? So if you meet me, I'm free, FPF Productions, I'm in the military. For argument's sake, I made $150,000 last year. Close. If I said, this is me, this is what I am, do you accept me for me? Let's take it back 10 years. I'm free, military man, make $60,000 a year. Would you accept that free in the capacity in which he is if it was relevant to you? So like, or would you base that off of would you base liking me off of what I could potentially be?
I look at it as in people are not, when you meet them, they're not at their greatest. Because people are, every year they're going to get better. That's the goal. You're supposed to be getting better every year. So when I meet you, if you're not where I feel like you're going to be in 10 years, I'm not going to be like, oh, do I think he going to be somebody? Is he going to be rich in the future? Is he going to be a wealthy man? No, if I like you right now, I like you right now.
And you can live like that forever.
I'm straight because I'm meeting you right now. I don't know where this is going to go.
How long are you going to hold that?
I'm one of those people, because I do so many things, I expect my person to have the same type of ambition. I don't want no couch potato. I don't want nobody that can't keep a job. That's just not what I want, because that's not the lifestyle that I'm living in my mind or in my future. It's not going to coexist because you don't have nothing going on. You don't have no drive. Now, if you don't have nothing going on right now, but I can see that you're working towards that, you have goals, I'm down. And when we get there, we going to get there. But right now, if we ain't there, it's okay. I'm not where I want to be at. And I expect my man to be the same with me. If I'm going to stick beside you at the beginning of your business, I'm a stick beside you at the beginning of the business. It could be, you could be doing photo shoots for 1 or 2 people a month. Okay, babe, it's okay. Let's do some photo shoots. I'll do some photo shoots. We can put some pictures out. I'm one of them kind of girls. I'm going to help you with whatever you got going on. I'm going to help you with that so that I can see the bigger picture.
Yeah, I think it's deeper than money.
It's your work ethic and your ambition.
Like,
if I see you not trying it all,
yeah,
I don't want to hear about I'm going to be a rapper one day. Okay. Everyone's going to be a rapper one day.
Don't have one demo, ain't done nothing. Yeah. No, I agree. I agree 100%. Like, it's literally about matters of the heart, like your values, your morals, ambition. That stuff matters, man, because it's like, if I'm over here working hard and you like, oh, but I'm straight where I'm at.
No.
Well, we're not going to be straight. Like, it's just not going to work because innately, I'm a person that wants to work hard. I want to do this. I have so many goals. I have aspirations. And too, y'all, I think about it like this. I saw Michelle Obama say this once. I said, girl, you know what you're talking about. She pretty much was talking about how it's important to see how a person handles things like on their own, because what if you guys are married, right? And I break my leg.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not able to move as fast as I can. I'm not able to do the things that I can do. I'm not able to work as much as I did before. And so now we need something to supplement that income that wasn't coming in. I need to know that you're able to supplement. I need to know that you're able to step in and do the things, and vice versa.
Okay.
If something happens to you,
vice versa.
So you gotta pick that up.
Nah. It ain't the vice versa for me. It's the livelihood I provide. So how I carry myself as a man, this is what I get. Now, if what I got is a 2-bedroom in the South Side, that's what I get. If I got a 5-bedroom on Cantrell in the mountains, that's what I get. Now, I'm going to provide where this is what we get. Now, the 2-income, the multiple income households is cool. But the way I carry myself is we gonna live, if push come to shove, we living by the means that I provide as your man.
Yeah, no, I agree with
what you doing is helping. Now, Lord forbid I ever fall, but by no means do I live off my woman, because that ain't how we go.
Yeah.
So you would ultimately be the supplementer. Like
Yeah.
if shit hit the fan.
Yeah. I see that. That makes sense. I mean, I know a lot of people though that's
And that's
like,
why I was my bad.
Like that.
Yeah,
It
I
just
mean,
don't always go like that.
it doesn't. It doesn't always go like that. And I also am a believer of we should live our lifestyle based off of, if it is a 2-income household, we should live our lifestyle based off of the lesser amount. That's how I think.
Okay.
We should live it off the lesser amount.
So you gonna get rid of shopping and all that?
I'm whatever it takes. If I'm your person, you're my person. If we're married and we're for better or for worse, that's what the vows say. So I'm thinking wisdom tells me if we're living off the lesser amount and something happens with you, we still gonna be okay.
Mhm.
If you make more, we're still gonna be okay because our lifestyle is based off the lesser amount. That's like my idea.
That higher amount is extra.
Yeah, it's
And you know what?
extra.
That's good as like from a woman, like hearing that from a
hearing that.
woman. Like that's cool.
Take notes.
Like that's cool, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I asked, like, would you want me in my lower capacity, regardless of like if I had the potential to scale? Because I just personally feel like love me, take me how I am. If I grow, I grow. The key to this is I ain't never falling again. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
We gonna be stable where I'm at because this is where I feel like I'm comfortable at. Now I'm bringing you into the picture. This is where we at. Don't fall in love with the potential. Fall in love with me.
Yeah.
That's what I was getting at.
I agree. Cause see, this is the thing. If we meet and this is who you are, and it just happens to not agree with what I think it should be, then we're just not gonna
Yeah, for sure.
move forward. That's just what.
And
that
I
is.
think it's very important that very early on I'm not gonna say early on, but once you start getting to the point where y'all talking about y'all love each other and stuff, have that talk about what y'all futures look like. Because I've been with people who talking about they want to marry me, but got a whole different future picture in their mind of something I don't want at all.
Yeah.
And so now we're like, oh, we love each other, but our futures look completely different. What I want is not at all what you want, and what you want is definitely not what I want. So I think all of those like really hard conversations, people be so quick to lay up and I love you and let's take pictures on Instagram.
Move on feeling.
Have conversations about where y'all going.
Right.
What y'all want to do in the future. What kind of house you want. Where do you want to live at? Like those are important conversations to have. Because then you in love with somebody and now y'all in love and we don't even want the same lifestyle.
I agree.
Type shit, you know what I'm saying?
So how long y'all give a person like before y'all realize like, yeah, this ain't? I mean, of course you're not just gonna know what the exact answer.
Yeah.
But, just like
When is this ain't it?
yeah, when like yeah.
When it start feeling forced. When when every day is something. It's something every day.
And what
So-
you mean by that?
Like little bitty shit, like little arguments about dumb stuff. It's like, okay, now it's just always something.
But all right, so I only seen 3 real marriages in my upbringing. Both sides, my grandparents was married 50 plus years. We gonna fire you.
Right.
Both my grandparents, both sets of grandparents were married 50 plus years, and one of my aunts was been married like 20 some years, 30 years.
That's beautiful.
So when we talk about petty shit, it's like I think pettiness comes
With the relationship.
with longevity.
To a certain extent. And I understand what you're saying too. Because I mean, my parents have been together for 34 years. I don't know nothing but love. That's all I know. That's all I've seen. And yes, they argue about little stupid stuff. But when it's like every single day, and now I'm having to force myself to even want to be around you, like those kind of things early on in the relationship, that tells me this is not going to work. She brought up a good point to me a few weeks ago. If you got something that you don't want to deal with right now for the rest of your life, go ahead and did that.
Oh yeah.
If you see something in that person that you know is not changing, and you know that you can't live with that for the rest of your life, go ahead and just did it.
All right.
Because
But-
we all have boundaries. We all have those things that's like, yeah, nah.
Yeah.
Because it's stuff about me that some people will be like, oh, this is about, I don't like this and I don't like this.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're constantly wanting to be around me, do you not like this, or do you want to keep dealing with this for the rest of your life?
But having everybody been here like multiple relationships where each one of them pretty much encounter like the same problems. Like it's understanding. I feel like it's understanding like the relationships that you're going to get in is just who you want to pick your battles with. I feel.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact.
Yeah, because it's some people that I've been with that they have issues, and I'm like, I love you down, I don't care.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just,
But it's some people that I'm just like, you make my ass itch. Please go away.
So, you
So
know,
it
really
definitely
like that person.
so it's just like how
No,
Really like that person.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
don't
That's
like
what
them
it-
for
you
real.
don't like
You don't
that
like that
person.
Because you can love
You
people.
love people all day long.
I don't like you, though.
But do I like you? Do I really like you as a man? Do I like you as a person? You know, it's just certain things.
I got a
But
question.
you know, with females too, though, I feel like y'all have the slightest thing that can switch out gears, if that makes sense. Like we as males, we can sit here, y'all can get on our nerves all day. We'll probably tell y'all barely tell y'all to watch out or something. But like if we mess up one thing with y'all, you know,
Throw the whole relationship away.
It's
So
3
true.
5 days down the road till we have
We
a
still mad.
conversation
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
So it's just like, yeah.
But you know, I think emotional regulation is very important.
Mm-hmm.
I think having a conversation about how you solve issues in a relationship is important. That's a question that people don't ask a lot. Like, how do you what's your conflict resolution look like?
Mhm.
That's something I knew
Mm-hmm.
that I should have asked before I got married. Because it was just something that turned into something that I was just like, yeah, no, this isn't right. But yeah, it's like those paramount questions that I feel like we need to ask that, and we don't get taught these things, right? It's like you kind of learn with experience, you learn with however many relationships you go through. And you learn something about what you don't want in a person, and you learn something about yourself. But yeah.
Just like people be so focused on love languages. What's your love language? What's your apology language?
Shit.
Okay.
Like, you know.
No, but can y'all apologize? Females apologize.
I'm
Y'all
very-
the hardest.
Now, I would say just for myself, I used to be one of those people. I'm not saying sorry.
Yeah.
Why not?
I used to be that because I used to not be very self-aware. I used to think everything was everybody else's fault and nothing was wrong with me. It took me growing up to be like, Simone, you really you have you're very moody.
Clock it.
Clock the tea. Clock the tea.
Yeah, clock
I'm
that.
very moody. I have some days, and I guess it really depends on the person, like y'all are saying.
Yeah.
Because I've been in relationships where I want to be in that person's skin, and then I have relationships where I'm like, you could do the smallest thing, and now I'm very irritated with you, and look like get away. So it really becomes, are you mentally mature? Are you self-aware? People don't be self-aware, and that be the issue. They be, you did this and you did that. Okay, well, what did you do to contribute with that?
Yeah.
And this is all women and men. People, dudes look, oh, she crazy. Okay, but what did you do? You cheat on that girl 5 times. Now you mad because she's busting your windows.
Hey, all right. Look, trigger.
Crazy for a reason.
Nah, I'm playing. All right, so this one.
Y'all going back to the apartments. Shout out Nietzsche.
So, say a man did something which you forgave.
Mm.
Why do you think women have, I'm going to call it the audacity to steady hold that against that man?
I'm a do you one
No.
better because I've been in that situation.
Talk to us.
I'm very self-aware and I'm very vulnerable today.
Mhm.
My last real relationship, I cheated.
Okay.
It was and I say that because I definitely did the thing. I did the thing, y'all. But I'll tell you, as soon as I did the thing, I regretted it so bad because the guy that I did it with, I thought for a long time I was in love with this man. That man don't give a damn about me to this day. And so in my mind, I'm like, I done messed up this relationship with somebody, and we had the conversation. We talked about it when I came back from out of town. We talked about it. And he went on about, he was in his feelings a little while, and then it was like, okay, we're back to normal. Okay, we're back to normal, but then now you're acting different in the relationship. And my thing is, if you're not going to forgive me and leave me alone.
Mhm.
Don't bring me back and say, oh, I forgive you. And then now you just treat me different. And then a few weeks ago, you're in my DMs and now it's all of a sudden you cheated. Okay, well, you took me back.
And you know what? That's a heavy.
You left me alone.
It's that second half of that.
Yeah.
That is the killer.
But that's a heavy part for men and women, man.
Yeah.
Like,
if you don't want to be with them, if you're going to be continually hurt about that,
yes.
let it go. Don't bring that person back because now y'all it's finna be
because
tension
now
at all
it's turning into
times.
manipulation. Now
every time you're mad, you're gonna bring up. Well, I mean, you cheated.
You mad?
You cheated, so.
Oh,
So that's what I'm saying. I can flip that because I've been in that situation.
I hear it. I hear y'all women. You know what I'm saying?
Men do the same thing.
And from a man's standpoint, I'm not gonna cap. I am not forgiving.
See what I'm saying?
And I think,
and that's better.
I think that's men logic. I do think women have, like, with the nurturing aspect of just what's instilled instinctually in y'all, the capability to forgive and move on is more prevalent, right?
Yeah, because
So,
we past it.
Yeah.
From a logical man standpoint, it's like I said in previous podcasts, another man just don't want another man pissing on his tree. Like, a dog don't want another dog in his territory.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just instilled in us, you know what I'm saying? So looking at it from a animal standpoint, it's just like I can see why niggas don't play this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just I can't do it. So the reason I believe he kept bringing it up is because you punched a male ego in a place where I do love you for real.
Mm-hmm.
And damn, why you have to go do that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
if
I don't want to lose you.
I would say in that situation, when I look back at it now, I don't feel too bad.
Okay.
And the reason why I don't feel too bad is because when I met that man, he was legally married. Men so quickly be I'm in the middle of a divorce. I ain't with her no more. This man moved out of his house because he was dating me, bought a condo.
Come on.
And so I'm thinking, oh, we're here.
Oh wow.
We like this. You done moved out the house, okay, you're serious. But then I go and I make one mistake. And now the whole relationship is just, oh my God.
Shambles.
Nigga, you was whole ass married and was telling me you love me. And then, but like, it just be like, okay, you can't be too mad. I had sex with somebody that I was in love with. I'm still kind of healing from. One time. I went out of town and messed up one time. I think for women, we're so forgiving. We will look over all of the things, because I looked over all of those things. I looked over all of the, I'm going and hanging out with you and your baby mama. I looked over a lot of weird things.
Okay.
And I do one thing and now, oh my God, earthquake.
And
the world ends.
The other point to the male perspective too, women cheat different. I wholeheartedly feel that, for the simple fact is, like, it takes that emotional connection, because that and that gotta connect for it to get wet, and then you can do all that. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta be turning.
You know, like, them gears. I think the emotional response for him, he probably felt like, you ain't gonna never forget that, man.
Even the reason you went back.
Yeah, it's that reason. Like, you care for that person more than me, or equivalent to me, and it shouldn't be nobody put on that pedestal but me. So I feel it. I feel both sides. Mistakes be made, because as a man, I probably could go out there and fuck the world and not give a fuck You know,
You
Yeah.
just had to happen.
who give a damn about you? You know, that
That's
sounds
how it
bad.
is.
Yeah, that's just how the difference in
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
I mean, but sad to say, I mean, it is some instances where a man has an emotional connection with a woman and cheat, and then, but I think the basis of the emotional aspect of it will be primarily on how much that woman liked him back. So if I said, "Yeah, I love you," yeah, I love mac and cheese too. You know what I'm saying?
Don't mean I really love you.
Oh,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think men have it's a certain level of, yeah, I'm gonna tell you what you want so I can get what I want, because men are manipulative.
mhm.
Monster.
Yeah.
Or I
She's like, period.
look in controversy to unpopular opinion,
Mm.
I actually think men are more manipulative than women
I believe
Yeah,
so
I
too.
agree.
He's like, mm-hmm.
because
Talk
we hold
about it.
we can do everything
Mm-hmm.
and it's for face value. You know, it's just like to show face of what am I
Faker.
doing. A woman, it's so much of that faking emotionally that you can do.
Yeah, because I can't. I'm in love. I
Yeah.
told her that's why I can't talk. I cannot
Talk about
cheat
head
because
over
when I
head.
cheat, I love both of y'all.
Okay.
And both of y'all are my husbands. And I'm finna
But there's some
send
pros.
both of y'all
out there.
flowers.
There's some pros out there.
We're all having dinner.
Females know how to get on down and not think about it. Like,
Yeah, no,
That's some
true.
Yeah, mine was very
y'all
like
know
mentally
what y'all want,
tormenting.
and y'all get what y'all want, and then y'all can play that shit like cool, like ever.
Yeah, until we can't.
Yeah.
We
Because there's only so much faking you can do. And then it's like, okay, you get on my nerves.
Like-
Get out of here.
When is it that y'all know y'all can't? Whenever, like, let's just say you really love the guy you really with,
Mm-hmm.
but he did something, threw y'all off balance. So you did go make that mistake, but yeah, you like the mistake, but you're like, damn, you're not even mad at him no more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, y'all still. It's always gonna be something at home that's gonna make you mad again, and now you rethinking about like, okay, forget it, this nigga is.
And that's why she was saying, what's your conflict resolution? How do you
Yeah.
handle conflict?
Yeah.
If me and you are into it, I need to know, and this is just the Simone now, I need to know that when me and you into it, you're not finna go talk to your baby mama about it.
Mm-hmm.
You're not finna go talk to your girl best friend about it.
keeping the family out of it too.
We need,
Yeah.
yes,
That part.
because we'll tell our families, we'll tell our sisters, oh, he did this, he did that, and then now I'm not mad no more, but you expect us
Mm-hmm.
to not be mad no more. No, we still want to whoop that nigga ass.
Literally.
Like, we still mad.
Yeah,
Not finna be not mad.
exactly. That part.
So I just think it just come with, like I said, everything for me come with maturity.
Yeah.
When you get to like the point where I am now, I'm making smarter choices. I am being real with myself. If I don't like somebody,
Questions.
yeah, if I don't like you for real, or if I feel like, okay, you're just not my person, I don't feel like we're supposed to be together, I'm voicing that.
So you
I'm not
said
finna just prolong shit just for fun.
experience got you in the spot you at right now.
Yeah.
Experience.
I've been in the last 5 years of my life, I've been in serious relationships, same man, different font, basically.
Mm.
All the same things. I'm experiencing the same things over and over and over. And it took me getting like, okay, Simone, what is it about you that's
Yeah.
attracting these men
Yeah,
that are all the same, doing the same shit to you?
that's what you
It
like.
took and don't.
Apparently,
It was a demon.
And really don't like. Yeah.
Don't like it at all. It was something that I was lacking that was attracting in men.
Yeah.
I didn't love myself.
Mhm.
So since I didn't love myself, I'm letting niggas come and treat me any kind of way because I just want somebody to myself.
Yeah,
Now, please stay away from me. I like me.
And that's
Please
what
get the hell away from me.
Yes.
If you don't mean me no good, if you're not finna be so just head over heels in love with me, please leave me alone. Cause I've been through all of that before. I'm good now.
So
Yeah.
a guy approached y'all today, right?
Don't.
No.
Okay.
She
How do you get how does the
cutthroat.
person get a chance?
Oof.
How do they get a
How-
chance if they can't approach you?
I'm not gonna say can't nobody approach me.
Hard.
I feel
How
like
they
it just
supposed to shoot their
depends.
shot?
Oh, because can we talk about it? Because we talked about this today. The
Yeah.
shooting of the shot.
The shooting of the shot really matters because I literally
Whoa.
this happened today, this morning. I'm not gonna go too much in detail.
Wait. Can we leave y'all with a cliffhanger?
Oh, wow.
A cliffhanger?
Can we leave y'all with a cliffhanger?
That's good.
Shooting your shot. Part 2 of this podcast on the next time on the Country Podcast.
All right.
Be ready.
Period. Be ready.
What y'all want, or do y'all want to talk about it?
Hey, you can leave on the cliff.
We can cliffhanger.
I like the cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger. Some new hair.
Okay.
I like the cliffhanger.
Well,
Cliffhanger smooth.
New outfit.
Hey, y'all get with me. Look, we be talking for sure.
We get
Yeah.
into it.
We got
too.
Simone and Jazz. Part 2. How you gonna approach that woman, man?
Come on, let me know.
Part 2 on the
let them know.
So,
Yeah, okay. Just for
yeah,
a minute.
for a
You
minute.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, cliffhanger it is. Tune in next time. We appreciate y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Leave a question for Simone and Jazz.
Oh yeah, and hit that bell.
And hit that bell.
What
Let's
do
talk
y'all want
about
to
it.
know?
You know what I'm
Let's talk that
saying?
tea.
What y'all are seeking to hear from this next one, this cliffhanger. I like that. See what I'm saying? We're trying to spice it up.
That was good. Come on, because we are spicy.
What did that? Hey, he did a little add a little to it.
Easy.
Type shit. But
Yeah.
we definitely gonna see my short stuff over there again. And Jazz again.
Period.
So I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Until next time, we out.
Wow.
Well.